Maalim is in trouble after he had uttered a word which is not even contradicting to the constitution in various parts of the country in Africa. I'm very much confident by saying so because there is a great and a brave Gen Z who have attacked Farah Maalim on his remarks. And as if that is not enough, even the Citizen TV questioned him. Before I display the video, let us just read whatever this man is saying. Hello, I am sure you are having a very good time with your family after publicly calling for the murder of Kenyans and escape. To note as Kikuyus, notably, I would like to remind you that the power is transient, and when the shoe will be on the other foot, I just wish your words coming hunting you. The Gen Z uprising that you are discarding is molded on nationality and push for better governance. The Mtu way to narrate has no place in our cause. If this nation had its system, working people of the caliber will have already accounted their mistakes. You have compromised the system so definitely. Nothing will happen to you but those kids of the poor whom you are discarding. You will live long to see them prosper and bring sense to this nation. That is one of the Gen Z who have attacked Farah Maalim. He have said the truth, or she has said the truth. I don't know one of them who is the author names, but then because the name have not been indicated, he was just messaging Farah Maalim direct after he have spoken some of the uncouth words in social media as a leader.
Tonight, Dadaab lawmaker Farah Maalim is on the spot over remarks he made over the anti-finance bill protests. While equating the demonstrations to attempts to overthrow the government, Maalim, who spoke during a book launch at a hotel here in Nairobi, said had he been president, he would not shy away from killing at least 5,000 of the protesters a day. In his defense, the lawmaker says his remarks were edited and blown out of proportion. Here's Ayub Abdikader.
He's out of the country. He called me
As a seasoned politician, Farah Maalim is not new to controversies. Openly abrasive and divisive, the Dadaab lawmaker, while addressing a gathering during a book launch in Nairobi, he spoke on his preferred subject matter, regional affairs and geopolitics, where he has for most of his political career dedicated enormous energies. He did not stop at that. The Dadaab lawmaker delving further into the Gen Z's driven anti-tax demonstrations, describing events of the 25th of June as attempts to overthrow President William Ruto.
Somali madaxweyne kama noqday oo Kenyan baan hadda meeshan baan ku gooracay tanna maalweyt markii booqbooqa dhacay anadan madaxweyne aan la oo inqilaab baa la isku dayay inqilaab cad baa la isku dayay caruurtii tujaartii iyo maalqabeyntii dadka xaaraanta lagu soo koriyay oo dhan oo hal qoys boqolkiiba 80 يا سوق اللي بيسود داريه هو اللي يرحدي برلمان كان قبصده ستيت هاوس قبصده وعرض راح.
Maalim prescribing a rather harsh punishment for those taking to the streets in remarks that were at odds with the office he holds as state official and whose duties include advancing national unity.
أنا تمرين على إلى أن يودي وكبر تشكر غفا مالك الدلة. Serious. Serious. There's no two ways about it in statecraft.
In an attempt to diffuse the uproar occasioned by his statement, the lawmaker who appeared on a local TV station mounted a robust defense, saying clips were edited out and his statement taken out of context.
It's all editing, you know what I mean, and cutting and pasting and taking a word from here, another one from here, and putting it together. There's a lot of nonsense there. Really? And yeah. It's Somalis basically who would do that, and for other reasons. I mean,
his remarks reflective of similar condescending language deployed by state officials, including President William Ruto's economic advisor David Ndii, who on the 22nd of June, just 3 days before protesters stormed Parliament, described the demonstrators as children of cartels who are beneficiaries of bankrupted state and whose parents he has been fighting before they were born. The president's economic advisor continued with his controversial language, directing the protesters to examine their environment, including houses they live in and institutions they go to for education, warning them against carrying on. The two adding to a list of leaders who have been on the offensive to discredit the youth-led protests, calling for good governance in the country. Ayub Abdikadir, Citizen TV.
Farah Malim, that is how we spoke, and I analyzed the characteristics of leaders in this country. I've also heard that Kalonzo Musyoka is on his neck and demanding Farah Malim to apologize on his remarks which he said. How can you have an interest on even murdering 5,000 people who are just demonstrating innocently? Let us always avoid that clueless behavior. Let us always avoid that heartless in ourselves. But we have such a compassionate heart to our people who surrounds us, because let's good example. If Farah Malim could be the president in his country where he was raised and born, he is insisting that he is in raised and born in Kenya. I don't think so. If he could have been in his country, then the president who voted him, the people who voted him, could have even changed and were changed widely in order and demanding him to apologize on his remarks. As a leader, you ought not to speak arrogantly. That is the first thing. And therefore, if you have such kind of a behavior, if you have such kind of thought or mentality, it means you've lost direction. Therefore, what is it which should be done for you to secure peace and stability in your country? And that is where most of leaders are always taking disadvantage, and they don't understand among themselves. They go even beyond their expectation, and they never have time to fulfill the promises. I want us to dig deep into this conversation between Farah Malim and the Genz. But before I carry on, ladies and gentlemen, please just a quick reminder, like this video and don't forget to share it to your family, friends and relatives. And to the members, I want to adore you and appreciate you so much, and may God bless you for your great support you always offer to this channel, because I don't take them, or I don't take it for granted, by the way. Let's proceed. Number one, Farah Malim might have been sent by some of the government top officials to discourage the Gen Z who are demonstrating. I wish this man could have a gun, then he could have destroyed many people's life because on his remarks. And I thank our DCI, I thank the police officers, I thank some of the country leaders for questioning him over his remarks, because that is wrong. It is a kind of political incitement he is trying to subject in this country, which is not good at all. Even the president himself have never come out and said, I will kill this and this. If I'm lying, hata Ruto peke yake hajawahi tokea hivyo. Let us just be frank. Hata Raila peke yake hajawahi tokea hivyo. Even the late Mwai Kibaki, even Uhuru Kenyatta, hata ama viongozi, unless hao wengine maybe wako na temper, but I've ever had any person in this country talking that way. Each and every person always have a different ideological. We've had even several of them commenting and even urging the president, please listen to your people, they are your people. Let us not have that leadership for chest thumping on how you can murder people. That is wrong. And I condemn Farah Malim with 100% sure that he must apologize. He must apologize to the Gen Z who are demonstrating, to the people who are demonstrating, and he must apologize over his remarks which he said, which is unwanting arrogancy, and it's a kind of robust leadership in his life. That is wrong. You must be humble yourself, and you must listen to the people. Don't rule people as if there is no tomorrow. Don't intimidate people as if tomorrow will not come. That is what you must observe as a leader. In a conclusion, I wish to make a passionate plea that let us all remain united, focused, hizi mambo ndogo ndogo tuelewane, mambo yaendelee vizuri. Tusifikirie mambo ya kuwana, tusifikirie mambo ya kupigana, but let us focus on a one lane. Kama ni Ruto ndio president, ajitokeze aseme inchi ifai kuwe hivi na ikuwe hivyo na watu wafuate hivyo, because we are all one Kenyans. And let us not intimidate each other. Listen to the people. That is the best option you can do as a leader in this world. Thank you so much.